press E. Oh god, updating Steam. Didn't we just? I just played Smite like yesterday. What's got to update?
Stuff and things.
Maybe I should stop streaming while it updates.
Probably.
Just turn on a camera and just let people watch me eat like 4 hour cold rice I made.
Mm. Come on, you haven't fallen low enough that you need to start doing mukbangs.
Do those mukbang videos are they usually constructed by the people that are doing them? Like I know they like it's just mostly raw food and stuff, but like is it plated by them? Because like then you consider that like some of the plating is actually quite nice, or do you think they come like that?
It depends, I guess. Like some of them might actually make their own food. Others might just get it from somewhere and ask for it to be made that way.
Hmm. Also, speaking of mukbangs, have you seen the mukbang where like the person's like lore is that they're trapped against their will and like forced to eat?
No.
Yeah, there's people who are like actually concerned because they think it's like fully real that she's actually being held against her will, and it's crazy the weird details people will find out because like it's easy on some level because the first one's like she blinks like SOS with her eyelids, which like that's a little more than coincidental. You know what I mean? Like that could just be a weird thing, but then she has like you look at her character and she like hides up bruises and stuff, like fake bruises, mind you, but things that would look
Hmm.
like that she's hiding bruises, and that there's like people talking in the background, and there's stuff where she like demonstrates the idea that she doesn't want to eat, but then it cuts to her and she has like another bandaged up area where it looks like she was hit, and she's just like, "No, I can eat." You know what I mean? Like, because if it was real, there's no way that they would be like, "Oh, I'm too full to finish." Then cut to her going, "Just kidding." You know what I mean? Like that's way too weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just horrible.
Yeah. So I'm I'm just saying, like there's some fun stuff going on in the world of mukbang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just thinking
Did, hello?
if you had the pleasure to witness that. Did you? Is this working, David?
Nope. My thing crashed a little bit because Smite and Twitch are not happy pals.
Okay. I was asking if you had seen the situation with Marina Joyce.
Marina Joyce.
Yeah.
I'm just
She
googling
she
this to make sure because sometimes Marina Joyce. Was it the YouTuber who people thought that not thought, I think she actually was being abused by her boyfriend?
I mean, even if she was being abused by her boyfriend, the story of how what was all happening is that people thought she was like imprisoned by so she was kidnapped into making videos, and like there was a big conspiracy about it. It was more of a mental thing, and then she did some drugs, something of the sort, but it wasn't actually like anything. The thing is, like, people, when she jumped once, David, to show people like some shoes or some shit,
Uh-huh.
they heard a rattle of something metallic, and some people went immediately, those are chains. And I'm like, motherfucker, how do you get there?
Yeah, I know. You should have seen that. I was just went from like relaxed, leaning back, listening to nonsense coming from your mouth. to me recreating the blinking eye guy meme where I'm just like, what? Those are chains. Like, I thought you were gonna go with she had some sort of like metal implant because they took her bone, or that her floor is not actually as it appears because it's metal and therefore she's in a cage. Not she's in chains.
And but some people went there. Basically, this was a huge conspiracy, and then their tweets started getting weird.
Because I
It was a,
I think it's less weird to think that she's trapped in a metal like underground bunker box that's dressed up to look like a room than to think that she's chained up.
I mean, the thing is, like, there was a window right there, so
I still
oh,
don't
it's
know, Joe. You see, I've seen those things where like the whole like the Tonight Show and it has like the fake like cityscape in the background.
hmm
Windows
But
aren't
you wanna
too
go.
hard to screw up. What do you want to do, Joe? Got
Um,
a Mage and a Warrior.
well, let's just as to go the other side. Do you wanna go damage or defense?
I'll go. I mean, I know you like going defense.
Well, I like both. Well, if you're going that, I'll go this thing.
Just before you lock in, let me make sure there's something really better. Like I could go Cupid. That gives us healing.
No, no, you can do that. Just a second. Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Wait, does Sylvanas heal? I thought Sylvanas gave
Yep.
Manus.
No, it does. It heals, and also gives you mana.
Hmm.
Get you a mans that can do both.
Oh damn it! They have Cupid.
I'm more worried that they have a Kabrakan.
Only if it's a Nerd Rage Cabrakan.
No, it's a Gamma Slam.
Yeah. See who cares. They
Look
all
at the
have that.
rank difference.
They all have that TMNT border.
Sorry.
The rank difference. I mean, dang Joe, I got two. So I got two ranks in Jabberwocky. Like, yeah, you're right. They're pretty screwed. I can pronounce Jabberwocky's name correctly. And that's how scared they should be. Let's see, what's Joe buying?
Boots, if I want to really be here with you, I'm just planting down flowers.
Joe, come on in.
Okay. Where are the? Okay, so we're doing speed first.
Well, he's mage. So, their side should have damage. The question is, Joe, do you want speed or do I want speed? I mean, I guess you want mana, right? I have a chalice of mana, so right.
Yeah, I don't have a chosen mana, but I also have the flowers give you mana
Yeah,
if you're under them.
whatever you want.
You you can have speed.
Okay, let's go get your mana.
Okay. Okay, David. I'm putting a flower close to tower to defend.
Oh, I forgot. Zeus can just fucking hit us by being near us with minions. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying. Let's see. Yep, taking damage unnecessarily. Oh, it's so stupid. He doesn't
It
even need
really
to
is.
hit us.
With Zeus, like, probably the Callus of Health would be better.
Your right tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Ah, damn it.
Don't go in, don't go in.
Wish I could have
Ah.
saved them.
Sorry, I thought I could pull him through you, it could finish him, but he's too tanky for that. I always forget Horus is a warrior.
Slain an enemy. That was painful.
I was not expecting him to go in like that,
Your
but hey.
right tower is under attack. Ready.
Fine, let me get a chalice of mana. I mean health. I don't even know what its name is. It's so little light, but I say chalice in my mouth. My mind goes, ah, yes, a second blue one. Good idea.
An ally has been slain.
I
Ah,
have slight lag.
Tower
do you?
attack. Out of battle.
I do, like I'm jumping a little bit. Damn it.
Nah. At least he should be afraid of us now, knowing that I'll just do that.
Mana, Dave. No, he destroyed it.
Blend in.
Got him! Bully him.
You should tell me when you're doing that, by the way.
I mean, it was a very, like, I was jumping, so it was a very slim chance of hitting.
Yeah.
I did,
But the fact,
I did, David, I did believe in myself.
I need mana, by the way.
Oh, just flower.
Yeah. I want him to come more towards the middle of the lane so I can kill him. If you can pull him, that'll work too.
Yep.
Give me the heads
Damn
up
it.
when you try that, though. Actually, just leave. Oh, didn't expect him to teleport in from behind.
An enemy siege.
Yeah, that was rough.
I need this transcendence ASAP.
Your right tower is under attack.
I am getting
damn
some lag now, but I totally died when it wasn't lagging, so
Killed him.
that death was on my hand.
Your
I killed him, David.
Hey, they have a siege on our tower.
Yeah. I killed them with my poison damage.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
To be honest, I forgot I did poison damage.
Thanks.
But yeah, that whole Marina Joy situation was all. I see most of it in the.
Goddamn minions. Save me, Joe.
No, I was slightly too late.
You're slow,
And now I'm-
guardian ass. Why don't you got boots, Joe? Why don't you
I
have?
do.
Why don't you have 2 pairs of boots, Joe?
Retreat left lane.
Because I can't.
Why aren't you a whole ass shoe shop, Joe?
Why aren't you a full ass footlocker, Joe? Come on. Oh,
Jazz, that Braken's just destroying that
Your
balloon.
right tower is under attack. Your siege.
yeah, Kabrakan is really powerful.
Enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ, that was stupid. Good job, Joe.
You rock.
I defended the tower.
Jesus Christ. How'd he get so fast?
By eating all his veggies.
You shut your mouth.
But I was saying, I basically watch these stories in a channel called The Right Opinion.
That sounds like they have the wrong opinion by virtue.
Yeah, it's mostly someone that just says, like, he just investigates things thoroughly to get the truth, and that's basically what his channel is about.
Memoti. I forgot she was there, because I was thinking she shouldn't have been in our lane. Considering Cabrakan. I mean, I guess it makes sense why she would leave the lane, because Cabrakan was kept fucking her up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
At least
if you
the
can pull one
flowers.
of them...
Oh. Well, the flowers also give healing, so that's something going on
That
for
doesn't
us.
heal me, the flowers, that just gives mana.
I think if you're below a certain hit point threshold, it also heals you.
I guess I can't contest that.
I mean, I'll check later.
Your left tower is under attack. Your right tower is under ally has been slain. If only I was there.
Well, time to make pestilence.
God, yeah, can you get something that'll slow Zeus? I'm getting tired of that.
I mean, pestilence will.
Strength is on my
I
side.
guess this is what you want then.
An orb of
I make.
isolation, yeah.
I'm making a lotus crown.
That's... Nah, I mean,
Oh.
I'm asking you to build things you shouldn't have on that character, I guess.
I mean, a lotus crown. Literally, every time I heal you for 5 seconds, you have an extra 20 resistance to both physical and magical damage. It's a healer item.
Be the light in the darkness.
Really? Well, that great.
Here's your Cupid coming at you guys. Oh, I mean, she's dead.
I wish I could have saved them. Your enemy is no match for you.
Oh, dang. What a good serpentiner that boy is. Oh,
Oh, he's
can you
gonna
get him?
die.
Can you get him? Yeah, you got him, Joe. What? You telling me you didn't hit him once?
Seems it was enough for it.
Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower has been destroyed.
What I... Look, Chad, I know I'm not doing too hot here, but I'm having fun, so who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun game mode.
You people are fine. I think almost broken. I'm gonna go to the
An enemy siege juggernaut has
right
been destroyed.
lane and push it.
An enemy has fallen.
Yeah, back in our lane.
Your siege juggernaut has arrived.
How do you know it's our lane? Well, the flowers.
Yeah, no, I was running back up to the lane and there's just a fucking flower blooming. I'm like, when did you put that down?
Oh, that's a flower I put went out right after they destroyed their first tower.
I'm just fucking tower diving. Fuck this thing.
You're so dumb. Like they were literally behind you.
Juggernaut has arrived.
Wait.
This thing up.
Okay.
Oh, we can go for the Phoenix. Oh wait, they're right there.
Go,
Yeah,
go.
just keep running, Joe. I took so much damage when his fucking flanking potential. I'm stupid is part of the problem.
Your team
Come.
has destroyed
Wait, we can go to we can get right back to the siege. Oh, that was not the good place to be.
Ah, damn it!
Joe, why didn't you
I
tell
couldn't-
me he was ulting the siege?
Your
Didn't
siege
know he was
juggernaut
ulting
has
the
been
siege.
destroyed. Your left tower.
Yeah, just keep running away, you fat little tree man.
Ally has fallen.
I'm a mushroom man, thank you.
Thanks. No problem. Your left tower. An enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed.
I want this. Probably want this.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
I literally threw something at them, David. Just like praying they don't understand how my character works. Because very unfortunately, I can do nothing to them.
Your right phoenix is under attack.
Good. We can win this now if we just fucking charge.
Oh no.
Yes, we can. That guy's not a threat to me.
Juggernaut has arrived.
Just make sure the minions don't damage you up, Joe.
Sorry, I'm.
Rampage. Such power. Defend left lane. Take left lane.
Okay, the lag is getting way worse.
Be right back.
No, I'm gonna fucking destroy this phoenix. Joe!
Take left lane. Retreat right lane.
Joe, you've got to help me.
Please. I return to the night
No,
sky.
David, I actually can't see what's happening. I'm lagging too much.
Your lag is that bad, huh?
Cancel that.
Yeah, literally, when you were saying you've got to help me, I was seeing you stun for 5 seconds, and I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm just jumping around in lag town.
That's a shame.
Be careful left.
During matches, I'll try to fix it.
Defend.
Yeah.
Take right lane. Retreat left lane. My phoenix is under attack.
If it stays laggy, you should build that item that makes it so that when they deal damage to you, they take damage. Just so you're at least doing something.
Oh, it has gotten better.
Okay.
It just has a lag spike.
Yeah, this happened.
We need war. Enemies retreat left lane. Your siege
Oh.
juggernaut has arrived.
What we need to kill is that.
Unstoppable as the morning sun.
Well, I blocked.
Damage he took!
David, watch out.
Joe, I thought you were... Yeah, it's fine. That's my bad.
No, I caught
got
it.
greedy.
You just left.
That was close.
Why do you throw those down? They're just gonna break. Doing that slows
Well-
you down, you know.
I mean, yeah, but if they shoot at me, they'll hit the plant before me.
Group up.
That's literally the plan, David.
I I guess. I mean, some people will just break things. I know whenever I have like perfect Medusa statues lined up, people just break them. I'm like, why?
Impressive killing spree.
I mean, you can't break that, so. Ah, damn it.
Your siege juggernaut has been destroyed.
This help left lane, isn't that thing doing alright?
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Oh no, Merlin. Couldn't heal him in time.
Alright, I'm backing now. No, they're that up in the face about it.
Retreat left lane! Take left lane!
An ally has been slain. If only I was there.
We need walls!
Please.
Defend!
Your power is unmatched.
Okay.
Just leave him alone.
Yeah, I purely threw that divine out so he couldn't catch you. Because that's one of the few things my vine is pretty good for, is interrupting that attack of his. Okay, David, I know what to buy next, and I think you'll like it. I mean, it gives you attack speed.
Just saying. I killed a weaker target. He goes, focus weaker targets. What was I doing? Oh, I'm just reminding you. Fucking best advice. I no longer have the space for wards, by the way, Joe. You are gonna have to buy wards.
I still have the ward.
Okay, well, keep it up. Also, you could do the buy words if you want.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the guy.
Oh shit, you're right. I was so focused on going to help Bologna and not die again. I should have
An
been
enemy has been slain.
going to fuck this guy up.
Rampage. None can stand before you.
Are we left lane? I'm kind of dyslexic on that.
Yeah, we all have. He's been right lane, David.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just kill these and back then. No, wait. Will those... How much longer are those things gonna be?
Ward left! An enemy siege
Joe, where the
juggernaut
fuck
has
did you
arrived.
go?
Oh, I went back. I thought they were attacking the other side.
I guess it's really my fault for not paying attention to you.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Look, I killed that guy. I'm really hurt now. You're right, I have a meditation cloak. I'm gonna back either way. They're not gonna be able to get
Okay.
the Dictator Phoenix by the time I get around. Speed potion. I am now under the effects of the speed potion. Sell this thing. Need some more crit.
I wish I could have saved them.
An enemy siege juggernaut has been
I didn't wanna. I don't wanna leave her doing that. You know what I mean?
Your siege juggernaut has arrived.
Ooh,
Damn
damn!
it.
2 ulties.
I couldn't protect you for long enough.
I know.
tried to
I
heal
gotta
you.
keep remembering that I have a Belt of Frenzy. I could have killed one of them if I activated it.
Retreat right lane!
You don't go after Zeus. Not with your health, dude. Joe, back and stop Garakan.
Attack left lane! Attack right lane!
He wants it all! Oh wait, that's Bologna saying attack right lane. I wouldn't trust what Bologna says. She has 10 deaths.
Your left phoenix.
Then again, I got 7. But I have 6 kills, so... Joe, don't chase, don't chase. Just get the thing gone. So we want our Phoenix to... Okay, well...
I don't do damage, David.
That's true. I just really talk about murdering the minions. But I tell you what, I'm gonna go ham. Okay.
I return to the night.
Yep. I got fucked up good there.
Your siege juggernaut has been destroyed.
Yeah, you did.
An enemy siege juggernaut
Alright,
has been
these
destroyed.
aren't, I think it's a point. Buy a word for the dude.
Your Titan's under attack.
Let's undo that. I can get that first.
Ward right.
Alright, I'm pretty much full build, Joe. How are you doing?
Oh, keeps just rushing in and dying. I still need to get rid of boots and make more stuff.
It's surprisingly neck and neck considering how badly we're doing.
Your power is unmatched. Double kill.
Was I wrong? Thanks. No problem.
Let's upgrade this meditation cloak. Oh god, do I need it? Joe, you have a ward still?
Yeah. Got it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm just so close. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Okay. Now it's dead time.
Damn it.
Oop. Okay, it's time to back. Maybe. My ulti's gonna be up in 8, 5... Oh, there's 3 of them. Fuck it. Leave, Joe, leave.
Yep. Flower.
Be the light in the darkness.
Come.
An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived.
Watch out.
Joe. You're fucked, Joe. Sorry.
That's fine. Wait. Escape. Okay, they didn't kill me.
Yeah, thank God that I made everyone blind. I'm taking credit.
Sure. Let me just sell,
Your right
buy
phoenix
one
is
of
under
these. Something.
Ally has
To
been slain.
death.
Okay.
Your right phoenix is under attack. An enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed.
Okay, I'm going to go stop him from busting up our Phoenix twice in a row.
Your left phoenix is under attack.
Well, it was bound to happen.
Your siege juggernaut has arrived. Your left phoenix has been destroyed.
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. If only I was there.
Well, I'm just farming money, really.
Yeah, I mean, we just basically have to defend. I don't know, 2 of them are dead. The problem is that the two I've considered the good ones are alive. um, actually, I can murder both those guys in seconds. Let's just push the fuck out of this joke.
Yeah.
Well, since
Just
Ballona's with
before,
that. You
yeah,
have another
before we.
ward up on you, Joe?
Yep. Where do you want to put
Could
it?
you ward up in their jungle? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have been more specific. Yeah. Let's watch me do this.
I mean, you could have asked me just to tank.
No, I can tank.
Come here. Flower. And
Just leave, Joe.
yeah, yeah. Give you time. Go, go.
I'm just trying to scare them off, but he's gonna come up on the side here.
Your siege juggernaut has
I mean-
been destroyed.
My ward would show that.
Retreat left lane. On my way.
Like, David, you must understand that while you say that I must warn you that I'm going to do something, and then you do the exact opposite, doesn't help.
Defend.
My mind is beyond your understanding, Joe.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived.
I got the buyable thingy. So, David, how good of a guardian am I? Or Phoenix is still intact?
I don't know. Our other Phoenix is dead. Oh, god damn it.
I wasn't that side. I don't care.
A good guardian would have protected all lanes.
I wish I could have saved them.
Your titan is under attack.
Well, I'm entertaining their zoos, I guess.
Oh my god, I got stunned, darn. I couldn't activate my med cloak.
An ally has been slain.
Your titan is under attack. Group up.
Oh well.
I shall defend. No. I couldn't defend from attacks from all sides.
Yeah. I can't say I did any good. I had more deaths than kills.
I think me too, but by a very close margin. I got some sneaky kills in there.
I'll give you a friendly. Yeah, teamwork, sure. GG.
Let me see. I actually want to see the stats of this game.
Not many battle points. Booster.
Look, David, I changed my avatar.
Oh my god, I don't. That's kind of why I don't want to do Smite with randos, because I really don't want to talk about, like, man, that Bologna with her 214, but not even the assists. The assists, like, you gotta include assists in Smite. That's like half the game. But like that seems like feeding. But I mean, I don't know. I don't play Bologna. What the fuck is this item even? Ardendite. What?
That's interesting. Well, while I didn't do nearly enough the same thing as or there's the Blanque, we actually almost took the same damage and mitigated the same amount of damage.
See, I want to say that because she had Rangda's mask and she had 14 deaths, that she was in fact a bad player or was feeding intentionally. Because if your score looks like that, you shouldn't have this item. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. Well,
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with this match because I did pretty good.
I mean, yeah. I just turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger for a second.
I mean, 3-4-10 as a Sylvanas, not bad.
Yeah, no, I suppose you were about on par for what I was doing, so I have no right to complain about you.
I mean, I was just focusing and healing everyone that needed it.
That's true, you were a healer too.
It's just that my healing is very much over time.
I'm also
And
almost certain that your healing over time is just for mana.
no, okay, I'll say this. I don't know if the flower heals you over time, but I know that my normal heal heals you over time.
I know your normal heal just heals you.
No, it heals over time because it does it because I remember it did like 56 and then it just appeared on you like plus
Look,
48.
look,
Plus
Joe, you want to
48.
see what a real support looks like?
Baron Samdi.
Let's go.
Why are you going Cthulhu? I'm already playing Guardian.
Let's be real. Like, you're very good with Burn Someday. Not enough to feel the whole of a Guardian. You're not.
And that's where you're wrong.
Now, I don't want to say anything because if we end up fighting against a team of shitters and we completely wreck their shit, you're going to seem like you're right, and you're not.
I mean, I'm not gonna build him Guardian anymore since you fucking gone Cthulhu. There's no point in me going full D on this.
I mean, there wasn't. I also just like playing Cthulhu.
No, wait, fuck it. I'll go full D, you go full A.
Understood.
They have a real ass team.
I mean,
Well,
we
I
do
say it
too.
like that because you're talking about the fact that they could be shitters. But no, man, like they have a team comp. One of them is level 30, so
Oh yeah, no, we're ever. So let me see how to build Cthulhu full attack.
no, just play the game. They have a level
Let's
30
liven
Medusa.
things
We have to
up,
play
shall
for
we?
real.
Just my style.
I don't know why, like, it makes me feel in these kinds of games that someone being full rank will actually be making them better at the games. Like, that's not how it works.
I mean, that's the thing is like I play Raw better than other champs just because I play them enough. Like there's that like reflex to it.
Ooh, I almost fell for it, David.
Buy the fucking brew on her.
That's why I said I almost fell for it.
Is it because I said buy brew in all caps there?
Oh,
No, you just remembered.
I just remember.
Hey, I mean, I partly want to get the voice pack for Baron Samdi because his hello thing or something tells you to buy Baron Brew. That's such a great voice line, just like buy your brew. I don't need that. I need the mana. Oh, look at that! Onur actually bought brew. What a lad. He's probably upset that he took that, but I mean, he wasn't there for it.
Ta-da!
Also, I wasn't really using my abilities either, so I'm a dummy. Give me that. Well, I wasn't expecting Medusa to be up and like that.
Ta-da!
Oh my god, he dodged it, he juked it. Get out of there, Joe. You would die.
No, because I have Baron's Brew.
You gotta let that
Baron.
thing work its magic, dude.
Oh no.
Don't stand in silent explosions.
I mean, I didn't stand on it. It's just she put it between the tower and me, and I didn't dodge in time. It's not the same thing.
Oh great, yeah, I'm gonna not be here.
Oh yeah, very smart choice.
A gift for me.
God, Baron Somebody's voice actor does such a good job.
Damn it.
I'm putting this a mark on my win here, Joe, for you picking Cthulhu when I said not to.
I mean, it's true that I shouldn't instantly insta-lock a champion, but I already had done it.
If only there was some sort of guardian to protect me.
You will return with
Why was the Nur just standing there?
Middle tower is under attack.
I don't like our Nur, Joe. You just watch that.
I mean, I guess some players are supposed to play the A are a bit too. I'll say
What are you
this.
doing, Joe? Look at him. He's just there.
Yeah, that's true. He's just being a shitter, I guess.
Is that your word of the day calendar word?
I know, there's just too much you do.
I see the choices before me.
I mean, this is the thing, David. Learning English via television and stuff did two things to me. First, I pick up words easily. Second, I words I shouldn't really easily.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Hello.
Yeah, fuck him up, Joe. Medusa's coming. Be careful.
Damn it.
Oh my god! If only I was there with you.
Come, the party's this way.
And two of them were almost dead. Such a shame.
If only a Nur was with you the whole time.
Yeah, that would have helped a lot, actually.
I'm building stacks.
Like, I was prepared to be, like, sarcastic, but then I thought about it, like, no, actually, I'm angry now. The angry begins.
What a team player our Nur is. Is again why I was saying we shouldn't do this with just the two of us, because I'm going to be upset with people.
It seems he's building stacks.
Yeah, I know, but look at him, Joe. I need a full power item since we're fucking doing a 2v3 here. Oh, really want to go that. Oh, that's a good one. I'll go to an ethereal staff.
Damn it.
I wish I could have saved them.
Free your soul to the other.
I mean, yeah, but that's just something you need to expect when
Damn,
playing with random.
Almost got him.
I don't think it's something we should be, like, super upset about, but it is, yeah, it is not good.
Oh, I know. I'm totally putting the blame on the Sanur with how toxic he is, even because, what, man, he died first, and then because I didn't get a fucking 3 grab. I mean, the Phoenix did finish that guy off, to be fair, but still. Like, the tower's gone and everything. Like, where has the Nur been this whole match?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Got a kill?
Is,
When was that? Oh, that was from the Phoenix. Oh, yeah! His only contribution was getting murdered from the Phoenix.
yeah, I'll explain it also this way, David. This is a conversation we actually already had with Bettina,
Yeah,
like my other friend.
There's a party.
Yep.
I will see.
Watch out, David, you're alone.
I'm just trying to hit one of them with a spare.
Okay, I'm just going to go get my health back.
The party's this way.
Coming back.
That was a waste of that.
Ta-da!
Look at him going to get himself killed.
Yeah. To be fair, we're not really doing the hottest either, but also... No, I'm being too fair. It's because we're fucking doing a 2v3 here. was hard to see her, what with your giant ass moves in the way. I'm not complaining about you, Joe, I'm just saying I couldn't see anything. Your model's so big.
Yeah. I like it because of my inferiority complex. Damn it. Well, it seems that tools is from the people that are higher level than us. Worked.
Yeah.
Your middle phoenix.
Now I finally
What?
have an item to attack with, fully. Eh.
Well, I also just completed my void stones, so they'll have less protection against you.
Hey.
Your titan is under attack.
Damn it.
What a shame.
Ah, yes, I'm not used to playing with people that use that
I
are
see
playing
the
on the
choices
computers, so I
before
don't get those normally.
Yeah, I know. This is the prime example of a person you should report.
Cat-eye.
I
The pat, it's filling my veins.
to be like there is what I was saying before is we've had the conversation with the friend in the other chat, Bettina,
Yeah.
because he sometimes here he would play Arachne, and as you can imagine, Arachne is completely terrible in most situations that have to do with damn it, she does too much damage. With most situations that are here not in the jungle.
Yeah.
So we started asking to him to either play Arachne differently or stop playing her in this map. And like he
That
eventually did.
I was paying so much attention to your story, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was staring Medusa right in the face.
Ooh, yeah,
You.
that's not good. No, basically the point is he was building like a jungle build here, and jungle isn't really a thing. God damn it, I'm getting better at body blocking, but that's not good.
Cat-eye.
I think he actually gave up.
You did that at like minute 0.
Fair enough. Well, they're here. Yep.
If there's a
Do
party
that.
here, I will see it.
They're just getting Bull Demon. Oh, wait, they're leaving. Come on, Joe. You kill her?
Nope.
Cat-eye.
He's coming back.
Oh. Okay. Well, that was stupid.
Well, no, because no one killed her, so she's fine, really. Don't chase him.
Okay.
There's a Medusa that'll just wipe you.
Yep. Very probable.
Cat-eye.
It's literally us just catching up to their levels.
Yeah, that's basically what the plan is. I have fucking 1 item. Medusa has 3. I have money. I'm gonna back.
Go.
just
Can
my
kind of buy one
A
of them.
monument to my opulence.
Your middle phoenix.
He is here. He's trying to slow us down. He just sucks at it. Oof! It's a stun. Should've got purity.
Thunder attack.
Impressive body blocking, Joe.
Wish I could have saved them.
I mean, if they can't see him, they can't hit him.
Yeah.
Laced.
The
I,
biggest
I-
character model's true power. Being in front of things.
yeah. By the way, I think I know why he left. He didn't participate anymore.
Because he's a shitter, as you've said.
Damn.
Oh, it's not because of that. I've heard this from Pedro as a strategy where people just don't participate in the latest part of the game if the game is going too terribly, so they aren't the one the system tells you to be reported.
Damn.
What?
Basically, people leave the game early, so there don't amount to that many deaths.
I mean, it's fucking, despite almost not playing at all, he still had 3.
hmm I don't even know if I put leaving game AFK or intentional feeding.
I don't know if it was intentional feeding so much as he was
I'll
bad.
put I'll put leaving the game AFK. Why not?
I dare any chat member to tell me what he was doing that was so big-brained, considering he just... I mean, I don't even know where to begin with his stupid plays that I just seemed like he was just trying to not hang out with anyone. You know, when they were attacking our tower, he was just hanging out behind it, not letting doing anything, you know?
I mean, to be fair, what we was doing wasn't, as you said, a play. It
Like
like I'm trying.
there's playing defensively, but like after the first exchange happened and we lost, he didn't say we're playing defensively or anything. Like you could just do VDD or any of that. It just seemed like he was just in full view, just watching us lose as they ganged up and we were trying to escape. Because there's this mentality that if no one says anything, you kind of go in to try and like trade pot shots. You know what I mean?
hmm
I'm just mostly complaining. Like I can't believe that
The
someone would act
problem,
like that.
yeah, it's mostly the mentality of playing a conquest as a jungler, while we were really not doing that.
Anura isn't a jungler in Joust, though. He is just a normal ADC.
No, yeah, in Joust, yeah, but the newer can be a jungler. It's just not. It's just that Joust does not require a jungler.
I
I mean,
mean,
because
if I didn't see his role as jungler, I guess that's on me because I'm willing to let someone try and play a jungler in a silly game mode. It's just casual, but what he was doing wasn't exactly smart by any means. I'm surprised he was able to get them to like on the flank and everything, but they were still higher level than us and had more items than us at that point. Like the fact that we all died, eh.
hmm it wasn't a good situation altogether.
Yeah.
And if he had stayed quiet, it might have reflected better in his personality.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have been mad with him if he didn't go, "What the fuck, guys?"
I set it up
And
perfectly.
then followed by, he wasn't AFK in the spawn, Joe. He was setting up his pyramid thing to try and block us leaving.
Hmm.
He just sucked at aiming because every time you walked by, it was already like he just threw it up too late. I only caught him doing that because I heard his voice line, so I like turned.
Oh well,
I know it's sad.
sad. Yeah, just sad.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
nothing else.
It's a new game, a new person to shit on for being a bad player. You want to see a real Guardian, Joe? You want to see a
Sure.
real Guardian?
I, Ra.
Oh,
Is that an
let's
assassin?
do. Yes, it is.
Can you play him?
I mean, decent. This is the assassin I played when we won that conquest game.
Yeah, but that was because I was playing Raw.
You were absolutely not playing Ra.
Yes, I was. Remember
Huh.
we were
I might.
talking about the whole fucking term about Gargamel? The reverse Smurf?
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it wasn't you that was playing Ra, and so someone else, and you were talking about. Maybe I should have gone Ra.
That was another match.
Okay. Oh, they have Hao Kwang. Great.
I don't. So they had Ah Kwang in that conquest match. Ah Kwang was all gone when I was done with them.
I mean, fair enough. It's just Hao Kwang is really. He's. It's really annoying to deal with him, to be honest. Okay, David. I'll say this right now. Tsukuyomi is the newest god in the game.
I assumed because of that conversation we had about him being new.
I think he's fun to play.
That's all that matters. I don't care if you're bad or anything, Joe. I just care if you're bad as a player. Your skill level as a person. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Your skill level as a player is all I care about. If you don't, I guess let me try rewording this just so I sound like less of a douchebag. Having fun is the most important part, and if you're gonna be trying like a new character, I don't care that you're bad with them, so long as you have enough fundamental basics that when I say bail out, you don't just keep going forward.
Okay, so fun thing you should say that. That is the main drawback of this assassin.
Oh no!
I have actually no teleport, or dash, or
You-
jump.
You look at your
Except-
character, you'd think they'd throw a dash on him where he just spins like a top. Also,
No,
I'll have
this-
you know, Joe, that Ra's only real power is being fast after casting 3 abilities.
Yeah, I'll explain like this. My only teleport, David, is my ultimate, which I teleport to everything my ray of light hits. Every god my ray of light hits. And that's the problem. It only does like an opener or an offense. It's really not run away.
Okay, well, Aquan did that shit again, so be careful. Oh man, look how Aquan's tiny little health pool.
I mean, did you not see what I did to him?
Yeah, you threw caltrops down to stop him from coming into us.
It was more for stopping from leaving.
Like, when he does that, I just pop this on me, because people are hesitant to engage in combat where
Oh.
they're going to take constant damage.
We are
But there is one thing that slightly like gets me faster, David. And beyond getting me faster, it does one other thing.
the darkness feels
It stops them from using basic attacks.
Okay, Aquang's going to come for me. So I'm getting ready with this. So he doesn't just engage on my face. Nice usage of that.
strike.
Stand in this, Joe.
Yep. Oh no,
Just leave.
no. I even used my speed relic. The
Yeah.
tower was focused on me.
Dang, Hachiman sounds so ice cold when he's... That's a shame. Well, bye!
Power is corrupted.
Straight ice, a motherfucker. Blat, blat! Punch a
Never
hole in
ready.
that. Sorry, go on, Joe. What were you saying?
Never see that again.
Wait, come over here. No, wait, never mind. This thing's got a moment to respond.
Well, come with me over here then.
Well, let's push this thing out a little bit.
No, they got it. They got it.
Okay, well, I'm mostly paranoid of Ao Kwang since he's all invisible and shit.
Well, I took most of his health away, so.
No, I took most of his health away. I can't believe he didn't die from that. Yeah, Hachiman, the hero of Japan.
I see great light within.
What is this? Facts in my Smite? No.
Oh no, he's moved 2 feet to the left. I can't counter that.
No, the ultimate move. Just think of the meme with Captain Falcon.
Okay.
Missed, bitch. Well, when I said miss, I was lying. You hit every shot. I'm almost dead.
I'll defend.
I'm fast. That's my power. I just feel like I need to mention that.
Artifact hums with energy.
Let's get that blue. I'm kind of dependent on it until I get a mana item.
Sure.
Who put a ward like right on their tower? That wasn't me, was it?
No, I put the ward right next to his damage buff, so it might have been
Go help
very bad.
Hajimon, he needs that. Joe,
Oh.
you stupid blind motherfucker. That's the exact thing I was talking about, that all I request in a player is that they have eyes and ears. Joe demonstrates his ability of having neither.
The darkness.
I'm really sorry. I was distracted by what you're saying and at the map.
when you laugh and go, I'm really sorry, it doesn't sound sincere, Joe. Fuck me, dude. Ao Kwang's right there.
Hello.
Ah!
I mean, I don't know if you did that to kill them or to heal me, but neither was going to work.
I did that just to make my things on cooldown or go on cooldown.
Okay.
I'm going to go full damage.
Your team has destroyed the middle enemy tower.
No.
I mean, I'm already like I'm doing like some decent like
Powers
damage, but I'm not killing anyone.
tempting.
Yeah. The fucking I can't tell if Hachiman's pissed off at me because for his voice line to go surrender twice and then for him to respond to a fucking hyphen. But that's not a hyphen. What is that one again, Joe? The
I don't know.
The weird indented parentheses. Someone's coming to. I'm surprised
Yep.
you got that. I'm surprised you stole my blue and then didn't offer that as recompense. Okay, I'm getting out of here, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I was
Be
exploded.
careful.
I need more physical penetration.
Submit or perish.
Yeah, this game isn't going too hard for me, but oh well.
I mean, it's not going bad at all.
And it's more that
The amount
be
of
fair-
pressure they have from me just deleting their minion line every time it comes up is awful.
Step.
Oh, one of them lived. Let's fix it.
yeah, the thing for me is that
Heals the way.
everyone in their team is really either really range or really zoomy. Damn it.
Yeah, I agree. Damn it. All their ultis just get them out.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's the thing is, as an assassin, there's no worse feeling.
Face me.
I
But yeah, I do tend to agree, and I've talked with Peter and Bettina, and they also agree, is that assassins are the worst class to pick in this game mode.
I feel like any melee class it feels pretty bad when you like. What am I doing here? I need to build AC.
But the thing is,
Enemies behind
sometimes
us.
they're necessary, but
Cancel that.
like they truly feel at a disadvantage.
I guess it really depends on what you're fighting first off, but I really just think the range superiority some of these classes have are just way too good compared to like the melee. Like I think Jesus Christ, Joe, say goodbye to your life.
Yeah,
Your power is unmatched. An ally has
yeah, I
been
should buy
slain.
that other thing. I'll do it in a second.
Yeah, what are we at? 9. Rama's at 10. No, 8 assists. Woo.
Surrender.
Yeah, because the thing is, Rama is completely the guy that has the most range.
Is under attack.
Joe, you should stop dying.
Trying, but being our only melee, it's really messing
Attack
with me.
that lane.
You're gonna get that yeah, just clear minions.
Yeah, I'm trying to get experience.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing here.
Completed.
Only evil creeps in the shadows.
Oh, hello.
I'm just checking to see if you have a jungle item, Joe.
The dark
I do not.
heals the way.
It's not that I'm building him poorly, it's just that I advance and suddenly their Sylvanos grabs me and I'm surrounded.
That's true. You should get a purification bead.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Get out of there, Joe.
I'm not there.
Oh, is that Hachiman? Oh, fuck.
Face me. You have slain an enemy.
Fucking murder him.
I used the
Oh,
spikes.
what hit me? I'm actually asking that.
Yes, poison.
Oh, there's a poison on me?
Yeah, it's it is pine cones that he throws, David.
Okay.
That's remember that's how I got most of the kills last time when I was playing Sylvanas.
I need to get a life seal. That's something else I'm neglecting here.
I'll attack.
Yeah, I do have a life steal item and I finally got enough stacks to activate it, but
I could get a Pythagorean's piece and just be like nice to everyone.
okay, time to
Take this jungle buff.
Thanks.
okay. I brought a more defensive. I'm buying a more defensive item. But the cool thing about
Submit.
this character, David. Ooh,
Taken out an enemy.
okay.
All part of the plan.
Yep. The cool thing about this character, at least that I think it's cool,
I wish I could have saved them.
Okay.
Impressive killing spree.
Hey, good job
Nice job.
cleaning up, Assassin.
Be careful.
Can you take
Yeah,
him on,
sure.
or do you need to run towards me? Oh, it's looking like a pretty decent exchange until he started ranging you.
Surrender. Surrender.
Yeah, the problem is I used that thing that makes him unable to basic attack me.
Yeah.
Those few seconds I have the advantage. It's just that he has levels over me and money over me. No, he doesn't have levels, but he has money over me.
Oh, he has money over you. Oh shit. Oh.
Yosha.
But to be fair, David, our shutdowns gave us for a second before he died. Our shutdowns did give us more gold than they had.
Completed.
We still have a tower. Also, I'm building raw all around. Hey, it's fun.
An ally has been slain.
I don't. Again, I don't have ways to get away.
Well, a real raw build is building a staff of the maggots first.
Burning light! I will not Your middle tower is under attack. Submit or perish. Take me. Blaze of glory.
Damn, their ability to go 2 steps to the left.
The darkness burning light.
Yes, Ra's only downfall, the
On my
cha-cha.
way.
Here's my new suggestion for Raw's ulti. It's 40 meters wide.
Okay, it's better than what I thought I was usually going to say.
You click on a lane and everything in there just gets shot.
This artifact.
It's even worse. I was just going to say, so let's do it like the actual sun. So
Yeah,
360.
anything the sun is hitting gets hit. You have to go into the areas of the map that have shadows. People who turn their shaders off automatically get hit everywhere.
This just reminds me of the fucking the guys talking in the Russian Badger video. They just go, so we decide to kill some Marines and they drop the son of us twice. You can imagine what that's talking about.
Get out, Joe. Oh wait, that's Hachiman.
Yeah, no, I died. I got bursted.
Yeah, I'd say. For some reason, I keep confusing Hachiman and you. Weird.
Both Japanese.
Yeah, but that makes it sound like I'm racist.
What's your point?
Only a little. It's
It's like that song, Everyone's a Little Racist. No, I'm not kidding. I think this is an actual song from a musical.
no, it is.
Damn it.
The darkness heals away.
Get out of there, Joe.
Not me. You racist.
Submit or perish. Your middle phoenix is under attack.
I literally, like, even if we're Japanese, I have white hair, dude. And 2 giant blades.
Yeah, but you're like an anime Japanese person. It's different.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah, so why do you keep getting this confused?
Because I look at you two on the map and I just see 2 people with swords.
I mean, I don't even have swords. These can't be considered by any means swords.
I mean, what do? Do they slice and stab stuff? You have some comma too, apparently.
Blaze of glory.
Enemy has fallen.
I will not suffer your threat. The darkness heals away.
That Hachiman took some damage.
Zoraida!
Yeah, it's from the tower.
Attack here!
Killed it.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy phoenix.
Couldn't check my butt.
Enemy behind us. Sayonara.
Alright, yeah, goodbye, Joe.
Slain.
Yeah, he's ulti.
Come
I
on, land on
can't
me!
do anything.
Yes! Damn it! I tried to get him.
Deicide.
Yeah, like, he had his ulti, so I really couldn't do anything there.
Please? We fought with honor. Group up.
see. I should be able to afford this before I respawn. I mean, even if I don't, it's like gonna be 50 gold.
My build is a bit weird, but I think it will work.
Yeah, your build's a bit weird.
Help! This artifact hums with energy. Killing spree. Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn.
You have been outmatched.
Nah, needs too much damage.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Rampage. Such power.
That's too bad.
DSI. Dawn is here.
Well, I managed to kill their guardian.
That's too bad.
That's kind of like the if any one you could leave, it would be the Guardian. You know.
I mean, he wasn't here, so
Oh, I know. I mean, it's better to have killed him than not to have.
yeah, really at that point it's either like I kill someone or I don't do anything.
Shut down. There will be no
Good,
more
that Phoenix is still up. Just gonna slap this bad boy right here in the middle.
Creeps in the shadow.
An early reminder for things.
Group up. Burning light. Submit or perish.
Thanks.
That's the first time I've heard you say anything, Joe.
Because it's hard, because I don't know the controls. Like for me, every time you guys do one of those taglines, David, it appears the schematics, like the 4 buttons I have to press to do it, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Hmm.
But he did something nice, so I'm like, I can take the time of my day to do something nice for him. Well, the other guy was invisible, I guess.
Well, it's because he wrapped around to kill the Phoenix while we bothered him. But
enemy has been slain.
hey, he actually killed one of them.
I wish I could have saved them.
Yeah, he killed the most troublesome one.
I mean, I won't argue. He fucking took out a Phoenix.
You surprise me.
Like this.
Powers
That thingy.
corrupting and very tempting.
Now I just need to get enough money to be able to buy the potion and buy directly a full item.
Jesus Christ, that's stun.
Yeah, and then they melt you. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Defend the Titans has been destroyed. Be careful. On my way.
My Getsu burn bright.
Alright, fine, I'll get a purification bead since I don't want that to happen again. I was gonna say, you shouldn't run in a straight line because he's gonna do that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought if I got to base fast enough.
Dawn is here.
Alright, guess now it's my turn to
Defend
defend.
the Titan. On my way.
Defend the Titan, what a novel idea.
I was about to say it's a shame we can't actually heal the Titan by ourselves, but then the game would be eternal.
Yeah.
Blaze of glory. Face me.
I will never face you.
Submit or perish. Defend the fire giant. On my way.
Uh, started watching a new D&D stream that's
Yeah,
been out
which
for a
one?
while.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clear this. Go help him.
Okay, it's one about something called Fantasy High.
Okay.
It's basically a high school for adventurers.
Watch your step.
Damn. My
Damn it.
my silly build is no good.
Double kill. Impressive.
Oh, he wants to
Rampage.
give up.
Yeah, I'm just willing to let him kill the thing.
Deicide.
I mean, yeah, they deserve it. They played good.
Yeah.
But basically the Fantasy High thing is mostly a game about students that are in a school for adventurers, and and they all have like
Elves have never gotten along
fucking
with dwarves. They are unsanitary
cliche
and
cliche
illiterate.
problems, but with like a fantasy twist from like
Well,
sitcoms and shit of the
well,
sort.
oh, I really want to become the quarterback, but I'm an elf, and the football team's all orcs like that. You mean?
It's more okay. So there's this very like sentimental 14-year-old 6'4" half orc that has been adopted by a gnome family. So he's literally a barbarian, but he doesn't want to be angry. He just becomes angry. But no one in his family understands because they're fucking gnomes.
Hmm.
And they're like mostly happy all the time, at least his family. Then this religious family that only the daughter is a cleric. So their parents are kind of like a second authority in her life because she's the one that's being blessed by their god, so they're a bit hands tied about what to say to her since she's also like a model person of that religion. Then there's this girl which is a normal like 14-year-old girl that liked unicorns and shit until she turned 15 and then her horns grew in and she found out she was a tiefling and that her dad was just her stepdad. So now she's been in a rebellious punk rock phase. There's there's a goblin that is trying to become a detective like his mom, but he's terrible at it with no social skills. Just lives together with his just alone with his mom, just in a shitty apartment. Then there's this half elf that his mother is a because this half elf is literally his father is a famous pirate that most of the people hate, but he brought so much money into the city they didn't say no to him coming into the city. And his mother is just a beautiful high elf that he married.
Wait, what? Go back up on that one. Did I hear that right?
What?
His mother was a beautiful half elf that he married.
No, no. His his father was a like a pirate captain,
Oh, okay, okay.
but he turned quote unquote legit because in that place they give second chances, and he just used all of his money to just become a very influential person there. And he married a high elf that married him for his money. She's literally like, in this kid, she's literally fucking his fencing coach. Like, there's no other way to say this.
I don't.
So,
I don't know, Joe. There's just so many ways that it almost sounds like you're about to mention incest to me here. I feel like I got that she's talking her her fucking fencing coach, but you're talking
mhm.
about like from the perspective of this kid to that marrying the mother threw me off, and then that phrase like you got to work on your phrasing when you're talking about someone's mother from their perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. To be fair, I'm kind of giving a third person perspective on all of them.
All right, it's time I play a hunter because If I'm not doing that, then it's no good.
Go ahead, I'll
No.
play. Oh, I'll play Kraken.
I'm trying to think of someone that like I haven't played in a while, considering also someone I want to play. Like I can't pick a Noor or Hachiman. Like we just saw that. Oh, this seems real basic, but I haven't played her in a while.
Yeah. But to finish off, basically this guy is like a preppy boy. Like he's literally just he, I'm trying to find the expression. He's pampered. Uh, he's completely pampered. And finally, the last person in the party is this elf. She's the daughter of an elf diplomat, and all of her like her parents and her older sister are spell researchers.
Hmm.
But she failed the test to become a spell researcher in high school, so she had to go to the adventuring that have more practical uses of magic.
No chat member. This is not in one of our Pathfinder games. Joe's just talking about something he watches.
Yeah, it's just just from Dimension 20 Fantasy High School, I think.
Yeah.
Fantasy High.
Fantasy High, you owe me that money for that ad spot Joe just rolled off.
Other, you know, what's the name of their channel? College Humor.
Is that where this is from?
Yeah.
Well, not what I was expecting.
Yeah, they basically basically they made their own platform where they post stuff, and for a while it was there, but some of the recordings are free, and those are the ones I'm listening to. Not all of them, but some, like the but yeah, the story basically is all of them are this. But one thing I found very funny, David, because the classes are by like the classes, the teachers
Mhm.
represent each class that exists in 5e and stuff of the sort.
Is that okay? I was expecting there to be maybe a more conventional thing than just, PE class. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Try not to die, Joe.
I did it.
It's because I threw a cloak on you.
I also threw a cloak on me.
Yeah, so look at where your health is after 2 of those.
Hmm. Um, but yeah, basically they were talking about the goblin is rogue, and they're like, well, yeah, you stood about in class, but after a couple hours, you guys haven't found your teacher. Well, after this one, I'll have to go, David.
Yeah, that's fine. Where in the heck did he go?
Teleport.
Ooh, chat servers. If only I was level 5.
My garden grows.
Alright, well, I'm out. I almost got her. But my attack speed is too slow. I have no items. No, not that. can't tell. Is 6% movement speed like a noticeable difference, Joe?
Well, look at your boots and you'll know.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, I can't really tell if I'm faster, but like, is it enough like overall? Hey, I remember this thing.
First blood. So it begins. An enemy has been slain. Nice job.
My sapling.
The items they say to get for this guy are pretty funny.
Yeah, what you got?
Damage. That's what they tell me to do.
Oh, full damage? I mean, why not? Brecken's armor scales well.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I see you before me.
No one evades my plan.
You hitting anyone in there? I can't tell. I'm asking.
No, I just stopped them from coming for you.
Alright, well, I am kind of focusing on your horrible tale of the high school thing. It's like, just kind of... I don't know why they think I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I guess I'm mostly thinking, like, for it all to be a college humor thing, I'm... Sorry. Also, there's me doing that in the game that kind of requires me to focus a little bit, since I figured we might as well end the game on a win. But yeah, it's not going to be interesting if we're not just, like, talking about nothing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess I'm thinking, like, I suppose it's very clever to do the whole high school thing in, like, a whole modern sense. Like, they have cars and stuff? Or is it, like,
Yeah,
a very...
It's America from the 50s to the 80s.
I don't want to fucking run now, Joe.
Yep. But yeah, it's America from the 50s to the 80s, David.
Yeah, so I mean, it's unique in that perspective. I guess it's just not something I much care about because it's like someone else's thing, and I don't want to like dwell on that. You know what I mean? But it is.
I mean, that's fair. I just watch a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. You were real. I didn't want to interrupt you either because like I don't want to be too rude. Be like, Joe, not now. It's just I'm thinking about it. Like, it's unique. I just don't see like. It sounds like it would be better off as a show than like a D&D campaign. You know, that could just also be the way you describe it.
I mean, yeah, but no one's going to pay for that, unfortunately.
Good job, Joe. Oh wait, he's still here. Oh, thank God he didn't fucking go for me.
I mean, that's the thing, like, TV execs don't actually go for it.
Go for him,
so-
go for him, go for him! Nice! Also,
fuck
I mean,
you.
that's what I mean is, like, Carmen Quest worked well for a whole D&D fucking TV show thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, yeah, like, that's the thing. We know it can be popular, but people in, like, TV just don't take that risk for some reason.
I mean, status quo is God, I guess.
Like, for example, you know I watch Critical Role.
Yeah.
Critical Role, like, got millions in just public support to make a TV series about it. Like, and they were just doing it, like, they were...
Alright, I'm dead.
Yeah. They were
Alright,
intending
let's
to-
talk about Critical Role.
Return to the underworld
Part of the
too.
benefit of that thing, like, part of the reason that went so well is they do have, like, they're all famous people, aren't they? I don't know, I don't watch it. I think everyone there is famous, aren't they? Or were they famous because of Critical Role? I can't name who's in it. I just have a vague recollection of Matt Mercer being a thing.
Oh, yeah. I'll explain like this. They're not famous. but they're all voice actors that appear in a lot of shows we
Well,
will
yeah,
like.
they're famous in that regard. So yeah, I mean, it's like Matt Mercer isn't like famous, but we all know Matt Mercer's famous.
I'll explain it this way. I think it would be better.
I see you.
I wouldn't call them famous either way, David,
Double kill.
I was all
because
ready to fucking save you, but you were fine, Joe.
yeah, no, I'm playing Karakin, man.
Yeah, but go on.
It's more that like they play in a lot of games and they play it and they do it on a lot of things, but there's not that many people that go check who makes the voices.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, the cast of Rooster Teeth, the people that work there, you'd be surprised how much voice actor work they get.
No, like I understand. I'm just
But no,
saying.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. Like, I didn't consider like Michael that popular a person or anything. Then I found out like he's the voice of like 50 fucking characters from like not their own shows, but just things. I'm like, wow, you know.
That's a good spot.
It's kind of a moot point who's famous and who's not.
I would say famous in the regards of what I'm referring to in Critical Role. Famous, I'm referring to people who've had lots of jobs in that kind of position, so that they're used to being like TV personality kind of entertaining. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the fun of D&D is just the stupid jokes between friends and stuff, or to some people just the idea that they can power game a fucking thing or build a restaurant, and they just have fun in their own groups because people are talking together, and it's not something that's terribly interesting to like go in and be like, wow, this man made a shopping list, but apparently that was popular for the 7 people watching it that night. But where are they?
They're here, all
Oh,
here.
they're just in their base. But in the form of Critical Role, like they have enough jokes and like personality of like, I guess, that they don't slow.
I mean, yes. The thing is, they're all voice actors. They'll have their own voice. They can know how to make a character.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm constantly getting my idea and just cut in the middle because I'm trying to focus on getting bird related.
That actually has a name online.
What my predicament just was?
It's called the Matthew Mercer effect.
Shut up.
Oh, like you think I'm joking, but I'm not.
My sap.
They call it this because of
Oh, that is so cool.
how basically they changed the game, but not for the better in all parts. In the sense that now people expect too much from DMs, and DMs expect.
I don't know. I mean, Critical Role is old, so maybe that's true. But I feel like people have always expected way too the fuck much from me. You know, where
No,
they're
but
just
that
like, people get upset if I don't have like, what do you mean you don't understand, Thurgam's theorem of the concept of why? I'm like, no, I don't. Sorry.
ah fuck. No, but that's the thing. I understand, but like this was a problem for a lot of new players.
Sapling.
Yeah. I'm trying to say, like, what's so different? Do people expect the DM to be able to perform like on par from this? I guess that's just what I'm confused about. Is what are they expecting? Because it's always been just way too much. Even from when I was like 14 and tried to play D&D with my middle school friends, they fucking expected me to like know the exact quandaries of like this. Like I said, I'm making this place up on the spot. We'll just play. And their first thing was, why can't I go and kill the king and queen on the fly? You know? In the sense that, like, I had no... I'm trying to think of a nice way to word this, because I don't want to be like... Blue, blue, blue. It's the idea of like when I first played D&D, like the first thing they wanted to do was I showed them a shop that had like weapons and potions they could buy with the money I gave them, but then I showed them nicer things, and they were upset that they couldn't immediately buy the nicer things, as if I can't even begin to fathom. They've all played video games; they should know how that works. And their first thought was, "Let's kill the shopkeep." And I said, "If the shopkeep could make these nice things, they're probably stronger than you." He goes, "Why don't they go on an adventure?" And I said, "Because they're retired." And then they tried to kill the shopkeep. You know. Like, it's the kind of thing where, like, yeah, everyone was a new player there, and it's the idea like after that, even then, like they went off and wanted to kill just like every plot important person, and it's D&D, they're allowed to, but it was the idea that for a bunch of like children's, it really appeared to be more violent. Really trying to focus on killing these things.
Killing spree.
It's the idea that even after like I got out of like being a new GM and was just more content with telling people certain things were just the way they were, the fact that you know, certain people still expected me to be like, you know, I mixed these chemicals together to make a bomb. I'm like, I don't know what that makes, sorry. And then I'll look it up and like they'll still be wrong. It's just the idea where I'm just like, it's a fantasy thing. Where the fuck are you finding pyrophosphate X? You know, they're like, I do a knowledge check. I'm like, well, it's well out of the realm of what D&D allows, in the sense that it's like super not fantasy. What you're just doing is like hardcore chemical making. It's not like you're making soap, like anything simple. They're trying to make like a bomb, and this isn't like alchemist bombs, like some weird role playing. Like they were just a couple of elves and dwarves playing 3rd edition, trying to fucking find where'd you go? Trying to make like bombs and stuff in like real life science. And again, it's a D&D. People are really allowed to do whatever they want, but it's the expectation where they're like, I mixed these chemicals together, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Or they'll do something and they expect me to like know the ins and outs of marketing and how, because they offered them this thing while saying this word, we should understand that that's code. I'm dead. We should understand that that's code because I tell that to my clerk and he answers that way. Like, my rambling's really just getting to the point where they'll do things that they know how it applies to in the real world, but I don't. So, like, I can't give out the details of everything that exists. I mean, I've gotten a lot better at it because people still ask me that kind of stuff where they go, "Hey, beyond this here, over there, what's this? And does it flow northward or southward?" And I'll just be like, "Yeah, it connects to 2 oceans and it does this." And he's like, "Oh, so it's brackish water all throughout?" And I said, "Nope, it's clean water to this point." And then this happens. Like, how is it not brackish water? Because it connects to 2 oceans. I'm like, you have to figure that out then, don't you? You know?
Yep.
Not my problem.
The thing is, okay, it's more it will.
Yeah, I know I was really rambling there, but it was just to try to form the point that even today, with people going, "Oh, so the river's like this, so it's like this." No, it's like this. Why? Because it is. You know, people aren't happy with that answer sometimes. But
I'll explain.
Go on.
I'll explain better this way.
I agree.
Critical
Whatever you
Role-
say is going to be better than go on.
People got a lot of people to play. Like, that's just the truth. They had an audience, they stuck to it, and they got a lot of new players into the hobby.
Yeah.
They basically this new generation, everyone in it either tried to copy it to a degree that was not satisfactory because it wasn't the same as, and like players and GM both were being scrutinized by what this group of people did online, with like a professional setting and things of the sort.
I wish I could have saved them.
That is the effect I was trying to mention.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll kill you. I'll kill you hard. Well, my greed.
Slain.
Attack speed. I mean, really, I need to question why I bought this Hydra.
Should you? Or should you just believe in it?
Well, no, it would have been better if I bought the Heartseeker. I was just buying it because I think I was just not paying attention to life. Or rather, I was just... I might have been my fucking 15-minute monologue about me being... that was really just me blowing steam while, like, trying to remember things from, like, 10 years ago. Where I'm like, I can't believe people still do this shit. Come on, dude. Matt Mercer isn't at fault here. This is the world. Nerds expect too much.
An enemy has been slain.
Because again, I've had people like try and talk about like, well, I'm gonna look for this kind of moss and then I'm going to eat it. After I go like in the poison swamp where everything is poison, and they go, no, in real life this type of moss is always non-poisonous. And I'm like, it's in the poison moth or poison swamp where everything's poisonous. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I understand what you mean, and like, again, that effect doesn't appear everywhere, but it is the name that the internet has given it because of how it has come about.
Ah, my greed. Part of me just didn't want the match to end because I did hanging out with you, Joe. But yeah, you have a good rest, Joe. Before we like ended this stream, did you want to explain what you wanted to say without me constantly interrupting you?
Yeah, sure. Starts if you start interrupting now, I'll hit you.
Interrupt what?
No, but basically, this is just the name the internet gave it. They're not at fault. They just wanted to share their game with more people and their hobby. It's more that people will always have too high of expectations of each other in a setting like D&D. But it's not everyone, because for example, when I joined you, I was just in a little ball of nervousness. I, pre- you guys let me stay around purely because I let you people bully me until I learned how to bully back.
I mean, that's one way of putting it, but also like I expect the people I play with to actually have a like normal behavior in some capacity. Like I don't know, we're all pretty neurotic, but the whole bullying you thing was just like friendly ribbing.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I still like I hate getting players that will talk about how like, oh yeah, I'll if something really bothers me, I'll talk to them first, but then they don't and they just explode and act like a little autistic can of like peanut brittle worms, rather than being an adult. So you know,
Yeah, to be fair, you saying like I expect my players to like do normally. I'm like, well, your definition of normal is already pretty warped, my friend.
it's very normal to fucking riff with your guy friends.
No, it's not about the riffing. I'm talking about like many of the people we've had.
Uh, I mean, those people kind of leave themselves out, and also once I invest enough time in a person, I'd hate to be like, hey, get out of here. But yeah, I can
Sometimes it's
understand it.
needed.
I've given some people way too many chances than they should have, and it's hurt other players for it. But also, I've had players like on the flip side where like a couple of people try and pick on a certain player when that player's done nothing wrong, and it's still really my fault for thinking that because the majority thinks a certain way, it should be. And granted, that player was doing some bad things, but it still didn't warrant the way he was being treated. You know.
I yeah, I don't know the circumstances, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing is when a player that seems like they're being a problem person tells me, "Hey, I don't want other players to know this because it's really personal." But if I'm a little testy, it's because of this like deeply personal issue. You know, like I can understand that. You know, my grandmother was shot 8 times in the drive by because she said blood rules and the Crips pulled up and she was just talking about how she got a really good blood reading, but they didn't take no jive. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, people have talked about how their family members have died or they lost their job and like stuff happened, and like
No,
there's like an understandable reason why they were acting a certain way, but you still expect them to get better at a certain point. They just can't be like using that as an excuse forever. You know what I mean? Like some people
yeah,
have.
that's the thing. Some the people that do that have to remember that while it is good to explain to people for them to accept and understand, it's also, and I'm sorry for like being brutally honest, not their fucking problem. Like,
I mean,
because this is
in some cases, Joe, but I think in the games where we're trying to like treat each other as friends rather than just acquaintances that meet up to play D&D, you
no,
should try and be understanding.
David, that's the thing. This is a big thing of double standards.
Hmm.
We as like friends should try to reach out and see it is fine. But he as a person, after telling us and after doing so, he needs to try and get better. He can't act on this as a a crutch,
Oh,
just walk
yeah,
all over us.
yeah. I
Like that's the thing.
understand that. Though
This
I
is
have had
his.
I have had players where they had a I don't want to say excuse because this like actually happened to them as far as I can tell. Where like for like
Mhm,
weeks on end, something bad was just happening to him around the game time slot. Like he got
mhm,
better, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't trying to avoid it; it's just he actually had a bad string of luck, you know. And
mm,
it's hard to tell sometimes if people are being honest or if they're just making up excuses because you know we've had the person who just lies every week and then just does the stuff.
mhm.
But
That's
oh, go on.
that's the thing. I've seen both sides,
Yeah.
but it's always the point that if something happens in your real life, you have to remember the people that come to the table with you are also here for a good time. Like, and while they can be your friends, if you come at game time purely to sulk, tell people you need some days off, or like give them a time frame, or just ask them to hang out in other hours.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
okay.
just expect
We're
them to
we're kind of
stop.
we're kind of agreeing. We're just saying it different ways.
I mean, yeah, because there's no easy way to fix this, but people have to understand that they can't push their traumas onto other people and think if they feel bad for me, I'll be better for it.
Yeah. I feel like this might be affecting you more because you've had to deal with like more real life people at a table than I have since I've pretty much stuck to virtual since high school.
Um, Not really, to be honest.
Oh, really? I thought you might have had a lot of like I don't know what's a good term for these people.
Flakers?
Flakers? No, I don't want to say flakers. I'm talking about like I think it's fine if they can't show up to sessions if they have real life problems. It's different if they say they have a real life problem and they act up in game constantly every week, right?
I really want to say bleeding hearts, but that's not correct.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to call them. Like I thought you would have had more since you used to run down at
Mm,
that GameStop.
I've I've ran games for almost like 9 months regularly each week, and how it worked for a good while was I would put there's a I would put in a thing that we call the guild. There's this mission for these many people of this many levels.
Did you do like a weird
If at
living world thing?
I mean, yes, because that's what the store was promoting at the time.
Oh, okay.
But what ended up happening is I was the only GM because there were five, and then the first left. The other one did the first session of the campaign I was running and never appeared again. So I got to invent the world as well, and
Good.
then never appeared again.
Good.
And the other two immediately gave up after registering as GMs. So what I
Were they
did
like new GMs?
is, yeah, new GM, and then they gave up immediately.
I can
They
understand their plight on that. But go on.
no, no, they didn't even show up, David. They're just like,
Oh, never
yeah, I'm
mind.
here.
Never
Yeah, I'm
mind.
here to try out as a GM. And they're like, actually, I'm not. And the other one just ghosted everyone.
Okay, that's different. Go on.
And and basically, I ran these missions. It was like a labyrinth, protecting a town from gnolls, things of the sort,
Excuse me. Sorry.
simple things. But finally, what happened is at the end of it, like 5 months running these sessions with no one else, I got sick of not being able to write a story and started a world of floating islands inspired by Harland.
Yeah.
Um, and what basically happened is I picked the players I like the most, and I invited them to like come to the table with me, and I said 6 players with 2 open spots for people we think we'd like to play with. So at the end, for the next 3 months or 4 months that I ran this, I ran for 7 players. That sometimes some were missing, sometimes others were missing, but I would always have at least four. So yeah, that's how I did it. None of them were really flakers. Most of them that couldn't do it is like one sometimes couldn't do it because of his daughter. The other one was an artist, so she had commissions piled up sometimes.
That's what I mean. It's like
Uh,
I wouldn't call it flaking if they only miss sessions sometimes and for like good reason.
hmm I mean, that's the thing. None of them were because they all really wanted to play D&D.
Yeah. So you worded this at the beginning like you no longer do this.
I mean, I told you this before, but I know your memory. The store closed down
Oh yeah,
because of
that's
Corona.
right. I
It's
assume you
not.
would have kept in touch with them though.
I mean, you've met 2 of them.
Patreon one of them.
Yeah,
I can only
that.
assume Bettina's the other.
Yep, that's how I met them. I met them.
I kind of want to be like Small World where your both name is Zhao, but I mean, in middle school and high school, I had a constant influx of Davids. And because I was
We-
the best David, I was always the leader of the Davids.
Okay, I'll explain it like this. You know how common the name John is.
I just explained David.
No, I understand, but ours is literally like the version of John. It's really annoying.
I just like that while I was David C, sometimes people would just call me David and they would know they're referring to me.
Biggest one in the room.
Look, Joe, you might make fun of my girth, but I never lost a fight.
Yeah, fair enough. Um, but yeah, I don't do it anymore because of that. And then the other players just don't have good setups to do it online. So I
Yeah.
really didn't feel like I lost the will to do it. So I
Well,
just have some old notes of what was happening.
I do feel like I've hit like the depression of being a GM, but mine took like 10 years, and a constant influx of those players at UC upset me. So
No,
I feel like I want to call you weak for giving up, but you had real life, and I can only assume that that hits 10 times as hard. So
it's okay. It's a bit different. It was more in the sense that we're all used to do it in real life, but then in Discord, like two people couldn't. Another one just had a shitty laptop with no microphone and couldn't speak like two shitty words. Another one had a bad internet connection. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, because they just weren't prepared to play. Understand?
yeah, I
And
mean, the first Roll20 games I did were almost, I want to say, entirely text based. Like, I think we talked over Skype for fun, but everything that was said in character was typed. And we kind of moved away from that when I insisted people just talk in character. This was before your time, because I remember people were like, I don't know, David, talking in character sounds gay. Just, that's the timestamp, was when people said gay as in bad. Back in the mighty year of like 2005. I don't know, I've been a GM for fucking ever. Um,
I mean, to be to be honest, when I got into the group, people were like people were reverting back into talking. They were still typing a lot.
Yeah, you're right. They were doing that during that time, so I guess you're not completely off on that. Plus,
Yeah,
I might have insisted that you typed because you weren't comfortable with talking either.
no, it was actually the opposite.
The opposite.
Yeah, I told you I didn't want to type everything, and so I just started talking, and eventually people start talking with me
Were you the
in
turning
character.
point? I don't remember because my memory is garbage.
I don't think I I don't know if I was a turning point, but I was there when everything started turning again.
All right,
Because
yeah.
because this is the thing. This is my failure as a DM. Is I don't like writing.
That does sound very bad as a DM, but I mean, you could. There's modules and stuff like you can DM without having to write. Hell,
No,
I
no,
DM without having to write. Half the stuff is just made up on the fly
no, no. That's the thing. I do that one.
because, dude, I was just like look at Knight Errant tonight when I'm like, he's either gonna do this, or this, and then Joe, with his fucking childlike innocence, points at the candy counter and goes, "I want that one," and I'm like, "That's the fucking hinge," and you go, "Gimme," and I'm like, "You can't eat that, little boy," and Joe just starts licking it. I'm going, "No, little boy, stop." Anyway. That's what you did, Joe. That's what everyone always fucking does. Is I'll have 50 fucking things ready. Like, oh, they're gonna do one of these things. No, they never do one of those things.
Uh, David, the thing is, I don't. It's not that I don't like writing a story. What I meant is I don't like the physical action of writing.
Well, I mean, it's not like I really wrote down these things that I had planned. I just had the base glimpse, like, even you failing your check, I was ready to have you pass and swoop down next to the tower. But since you got knocked down because you rolled so bad, I was like, whatever. And we fucking role played from there, and you found the thing, and you did the cool action of throwing the spear down the cannon chute, and that worked out really well for you because rolls are in your favor for that portion. Like
Mhm.
it could, from all the spontaneity, if that's the word, if it even is a word, um, like that kind of stuff, you get more fun things, like without you getting knocked down and like I wasn't really prepared for you to get knocked down. I just assumed you'd pass because I didn't think your first roll would be a 4. But hey, that's my fault, you know.
Yeah.
Well, not even your
I'm
first roll. Your first several rolls I could have saved you from hitting the ground. But regardless, um, it wasn't so much as not preparing for that because I mean it was easy enough. I figured you would do it was easy enough to fix to understand what would happen if that happened. But like you not entering into the castle or following any like scare cord, it's you know what I mean, because you're trying to be genre savvy. Like that was like, well, what's gonna happen here now? And then the wizard who very much wants to poke your brain gave you an excuse why you couldn't just do what you're doing, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna try anyways, hot stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, of course I'm not going with him.
Yeah, and
But
it's understandable. I don't hold you accountable to it. I just think I wasn't prepared to do that, you know. And so we
yeah,
mostly had a session of you like goofing off of your horse. Like, it's important to the character and everything. It's not terribly interesting to listen to, but if this was like something that was actually hundreds of episodes long way to following, people would look back on this episode, and I'm sure we'd have quite a few people that would love it. I'm sure a lot of people would say you can just skip to episode 74 when stuff gets good. But part of like being like listening to a story like this in like a D&D sense is like who enjoys D&D where it just goes, you people are mighty hero gods, you're level 20 mythic 10, you start at that level and we're just going to keep going up, and your threats aren't like cosmic deities or anything, it's just you're so fucking badass, you know what I mean? People like,
mhm.
how is that interesting?
I mean, you're right. It's not. It's mostly that
That's what I'm saying,
I
like
because
all
of
your silly horse pushing just humanizes your character.
yeah. Uh, the it's mostly the thing that I normally play the straight man in our group because we kind of need one.
Yeah, and it's understandable that you're even still the straight man in your story because it's the you
It's
still
the
have to
character.
react to the ridiculousness of the world in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm working on.
you don't have a name and people treat you silly for it, but you treat it as like an honest like problem, and people just sort of like. I mean, I guess not to get into too much like back and forth to myself there, but you get the idea of like just even the basis of your character being like a tarot deck man. The fact
Yeah.
that you treat that as so matter of fact is still very grounding for like a realistic story, and even though there's kind of a tinge of silliness where I'm just
Mm-hmm.
kind of rapid firing stuff at you, that the fact that it's just your character trying to survive in the end rather than it just being like, well, boy, howdy, that happened. You're just like, well, ow, you know.
Yeah. To be fair, the wizard I think was the first person to ask me for my name.
I think other people did ask for your name. You just didn't really answer them. They weren't so direct about it because he directly. I think he questioned your name like 3 times.
I started to remember. Yeah, maybe I just kind of evaded
Yeah,
the question.
because I mean, to be fair, if in like just town settings and stuff, if a dude walks into town and they're not giving you their name, like, yeah, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
You're just a traveler. You don't owe anything to anyone. The wizard is a bit more screwbally, and I mean, first of all, you're on his land, quote unquote. So yeah, he's gonna ask you, and he asked you multiple times, despite having you already answered that you had no name. He questioned, like, how does that even happen? Blah blah. I mean, we're just really recounting stuff that happened 6 hours ago, but still, it's just the idea that certain key beats play out differently depending on like the thing you're doing. You playing a straight man is just fine, Joe. You don't have to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm. It just I end up. f- The thing is, even when I don't make straight man characters, at least with the party, I end up falling there. That I think that's what happened with Lazy. If you remember,
Yeah.
I very much had to make Lazy sober for a hot second because everyone was being ridiculous.
I kind of get what you mean, that you wanted to play a character that like stayed out of being the straight man, but you still feel like you were forced into it.
I mean, it's okay, and everyone of our players that listen to this can come at me about this, but sometimes I'm the only one that makes decisions. That's just a fact.
I don't want to say that. I want to say you're the only one that tries to make sane decisions, because some players are more than happy just to meander, fall into something, and then get upset that it becomes like a 15 session ordeal because they threw a pie down the Duke of Luxembourg's pants, and after having a good guffaw about it, get really pissy that the Duke still wants them dead after 15 days.
I'm just remembering like parts of the story where people were like, "But we don't have anything to do," and I have like a list.
Oh yeah, and then people get mad later in like 6 sessions when they spent. Like, I mean, it's totally fine to have sessions where people just goof off and like go to plays and stuff. I'm not talking about knack-knacks. That was fairly important, but you know what I mean. Just for, like lore building things, you just like, yeah, I chill out for 4 weeks. But yeah, when you do have like a shopping list of like Doom to collect on a time frame, you know,
I mean, the actual problem is like me researching, collecting these, and people saying we don't have anything to do. And the other thing is like, it's not even just there. It's just like when choosing a game, David.
yeah, that was annoying. But if we dwell on that, we're never gonna shut up about it.
Yeah, true.
There's a like I said, there's a reason that I said that I like feel like I have the GM depression. I just think some of our players have like also kind of just gotten to the point where they just want like unbridled chaos. You know what I mean? While also demanding storyline. I don't know. I feel like some of our players have gotten to the point where they're also burnt out. So really, their solution is just to be crinkety.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Look at what's happening around them with them running their own game. That nothing at all fucking happens. Like that's just sad. The idea that none of them wants to take a leadership position, except when anyone takes a leadership position, they get upset with every action that guy does. I don't know. That's my experience. uh,
Either either that or make their life hell.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like when you were running your campaign, it's sad to say everything fell apart when I had to go run for medicine every week for my family. But I really feel like since I left that, like it fell apart because I mean I don't want to say it was just because I was there, but like no one wanted to help you. And then when you said you couldn't run it in its current state without my character there, and then their only solution was to complain about that, despite you talking about trying to fix that earlier. You know what I mean?
I wish they would have complained, some of them.
Yeah, I know. Some of them just said nothing and then talked about how what are we doing this week. But I mean, that's the thing is some players just want to have a thing to do and go to without like putting in their own. I don't want to say work because like they are like spending the time to like hang out, I guess. But the idea where there are some people in the group now that are so wishy washy that even if a game is happening, they'll go, "Well, I'm not showing up, by the way," which you can't really fault them for because a game hasn't been run in like 4 weeks. You know?
Yeah, And I mean, I'll be honest, it's no longer a group. It's no longer a D&D group, at least.
It's not even a fucking whatever they're playing now group. They just don't play anything. But that's dwelling on that. I'm not trying to shit talk them too much. I'm just saying it's kind of a prime example as to what I'm talking about with them not wanting to be players and not wanting to be GMs. They have this like notion that they want to play a tabletop game, but they also just don't want to talk to each other.
Yeah,
I feel like they just want to play first person shooters now, but also by themselves. You know what I mean?
yeah, it is sad.
Eh, let's not end this on a sour note. We've already lost most of our Smite games. Uh,
We won the last one.
yeah, thanks to that Persephone player. I'm pretty sure I was fucking goofing off way too much on the Smite matches, but also just vaguely distracted by talking to you. But that's way better than being quiet and listening to the plinks of Neef player bow. Um, I mean, I guess the more lighthearted thing we should talk about is I'm trying to think of what it's called. There's that thing that came out. You know what I'm talking about, Joe?
The what?
The thing that just came out.
PlayStation 5.
No, that thing we do together. It's midnight and a half. My brain is fried, Joe.
The thing we do together.
It's fine. I'll fucking remember later and talk to it on stream. Just what's a good thing we can end on, Joe? A happy note. Besides the constantly me staring at the father I crave violence cat.
It's a great image. I'm just trying to is the game? Is it Terraria you're talking about?
I mean, it is a game on Steam that we all have. I just don't think it's Terraria because Terraria's update happened months ago. Though they did
So
update more stuff into it, but that's besides the point.
I mean, Civ, Civ 6 is as a new update.
I don't think that was it either. Let's not dwell on that. I'll just find the thing I'm talking about later. Um. Oh. The the other Friday game we're gonna be doing that. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, the Academy.
Yeah.
Loyubra Academy.
Yeah. Loyber Academy. I was gonna ask if there was anything that you wanted to talk about on that before we go for the day. Like talking about how we're gonna be trying out this system or something, or just the general notion.
I mean, Fate. The Fate system is interesting to say the least. It's very much more driven through just the telling of actions and how they would work. It's very much narrative system. So it has potential if people are creative enough. But that's the thing. Like on contrary with Pathfinder, David, if people don't feel the courage to just say what they think the character would do and why it would be with that stat, it will be a lot of dead time while playing.
I mean, I guess it's mostly supposed to be like a role playing system, which is like what I kind of expect from the notion that everyone's like humans on Earth and like weird stuff is happening. You know what I mean? It's not like a Monster of the Week situation, or I mean, it could be, but Monster of the Week's character sheet builds aren't supposed to be the yeah, I was a monster constructed on the fucking school grounds. Like that's not what the idea of that the characters are. You know, it's more of a murder mystery type of feel. You know,
Hmm.
so
But
having a role playing system that just lets people build a basic character with stats rather than going because God, I wouldn't mind doing a game where everyone just straight up role plays and like they understand their own limits. But dude, if we don't have a thing, like we're gonna get people that just try and become unstoppable, or it's like lightning hits you and oh I have rubber boots, fucking a lightning bolt hits you. Yeah, I have rubber boots though. Yeah, all right. Well, you're dead. Um,
Yeah, that's the thing. People in role playing games need limiters to tether them to the ground.
it's the whole reason D&D got popular, is when someone goes, no, my character is super strong. You can point to their sheet and say, "That's a 7, sir."
You can barely lift yourself.
So
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have good like intentions, I guess, for the group doing using the fate system. I think it's better than having like a Pathfinder system where I just chop off things and say if you're gonna want to use this, you're gonna have to learn in game and it'll take forever because this is more about role playing a thing, you know.
hmm I mean, yeah, it it depends of the players you're getting. So I have my character sheet. It's not fully done, but I have most of it done.
Yeah, and assuming you don't change, because I super assume you'll change. What's your first beta character?
Beta character is a small Scottish boy. Um, a small ginger Scottish boy that believes in magic.
Why'd you add ginger? You already said Scottish.
Fair enough. So his high concept is magically inclined child. His trouble is Scottish temper.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I understand, Joe. I agree. It just sounds a tinge racist. But I'll tell you what, lad. It's okay for me and my fucking whatever percentage of Scottish I am. So,
And
because
then
if I had it my way, everyone would be racist all the time to everyone. Or I can't wait for that to get quoted.
my my three traits are short, angry rascal,
Jesus Christ, you really leaned into making Pat.
resourceful, comma, strangely so, and the last one is magic is real.
You just
Just a
really want to learn
statement.
some magic, don't you?
I mean, I haven't even told you about my stunt.
Oh, go on.
Uh, my stunt is once per session, I can shape magic that I've seen to use it in another way.
Hmm.
It's mostly a device. Is like you you cast a magic at me and I can take it and use it in another completely different way.
I mean, it's certainly going to help you with fucking getting magic that I'm not trying to hand out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why I'm.
Just
That's what.
that's why I'm doing it. Stupid. All right. Sorry, I'm just assuming that you're. It's. I'm not saying no. I'm just thinking, geez, that's really going to play into. If anything, it should give you lots of versatility rather than me being worried like, oh god, he's gonna turn water into ice when I just wanted water. He's gonna turn fire into fucking lava. You know.
Into Volada. Great.
Joe's like, I took the fire spell and used my stunt to make it Greek fire. Ah, ha, ha, just fucking leaving goo everywhere.
That's the image.
I mean, it's a good image. I can't wait for people to call you a huge racist, and by extension, me for allowing it. That you're playing like a stereotypical Scottish boy. But come on, Joe.
If
Yeah, I
someone
know.
says it,
Everything's a stereotype.
you don't understand. If they say that, I'll go. Yeah, I'll start insulting like Scottishmen too. I'll
my,
pretend to be
yeah. Oh
Scottish
my
if I
god. By
need
the
to.
way, let me just tell you, when you're talking about your temper and everything, I just keep flashing back to Donald Duck.
Like, my boy, like, that's the thing. I'll put on a kilt if they start saying I'm racist. Will I adopt the culture? No. Will I pretend to? Probably.
All right, I'm setting up the looking for players for this game. Create listing. Yep. Woohoo. How many? I've never actually considered. I guess how many players do you want to hang out with, Joe? I was thinking like 3 people, but we could do more.
3 sounds good.
Uh,
Let's still consider this an experiment.
yeah, I guess. I mean, part of me is saying like we should make the total players more because like half of them aren't going to show up. But every time I do that shit, where I go, oh, I really only want 5 players, but I invited 10 of you because whenever I do this, 6/10 of people don't show up, and then 8 people show up. And I'm like, are you ready for mass combat? You know. So,
I still think 3 more people is good enough.
yeah. Wait, 3 more people? As in 4 players, then.
Hmm.
Okay. I was referring to you as a player, Joe.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I
we'll have
still
4 players. That's fine too. That's normalish. I mean, it's Fate, so I assumed like there really isn't a terrible need considering combat is so simple. But so I know it's getting late for you, Joe. That's why you've been
yeah, I'm
whispering
going
and
to go.
stuff. So I'll let you go. Until next
Yeah.
time.
Good night.